Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back in Chicago Midway. Now, last time, I don't know if anybody remembers, but last time we had quite a bit of an issue getting in here. Like, it was laggy, and still a little bit. Like, I still have a few frame hits. It's not as bad as it was last time, obviously, but like, I mean, okay, it's pretty smooth for me. Like, it's not the worst, right? It could be a lot worse. But same gate that we parked this aircraft at last time, Alpha 10 in the very southwest corner of this airport. Let's go ahead and hop in and get her started just out of here. It's going to be about 2 hours 11 minutes airtime. You see now the frames are kind of having a bit of a problem, but for some reason I do have a lot more of a frame hit when I'm on the ground for some reason, so that could be an issue. Let's connect over to what's it called, to VATSIM real quick. We are type A320. We are Allegiant 2010 today, and our cell cal is what? There the frame go. It is Bravo Papa dash Hotel Mike. We're gonna connect there, and there's no ATC, so we're gonna have auto ATC immediately off the bat. JP7, what's up, man? Good. How are you? Thanks for hopping in. It hasn't been a while since you've been in here, but thanks for joining, man. By the way, so that what is the name of that intro song you always use rocking before your flights? So I actually took that from Captain Joe. It's called Lounge by, how do I spell his name? Hold on, let me. There's no way I'm gonna try to pronounce his name. I think it's like Erling or something. This is it right here. Let me. And the auto disappear, my bad. This is the song right here. It's Lounge by Erling. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I mean, I've been absolutely vibing to it. Obviously, I've been playing it in front here. So yeah, it's actually from, I don't know if you guys know about Captain Joe on YouTube. He uses this for his intros, and I think it just goes along very well. Although I do have a bit of an edited version because there is a bad word in the beginning, and I just cut it out. So, you know, just use AI to separate vocals from audio, and then I'm just you know, connecting it back. Yo, I'm hopping on it as well, bro. Thank you so much, Evan. Thanks for joining up. I have all the time in the world. I mean, I have to go to work at 4 my time. That's in about 4 hours, so I got plenty of time. We got 2 hours 17 minutes airtime. Let's get the APU started, and boarding probably is a good idea too. Evan, if you want to join us up, we are at Alpha 10, so we are in we're like the, what's it called? Yeah, we're the Alpha gates. If you want to join up too, anytime. Thanks so much for joining up, guys. Well, so okay, auto ATC. What do we have? Squawk 7267. 726. Oh no, did I say? Oh my gosh, I said it. Ah, shut up. I don't know what that was. That was a mistake. I should not have said that. But we're gonna turn all those off because we don't want to fry the brains of anybody on the ground yet. For some reason, it doesn't read jetway data, which is fine. I mean, never flown Allegiant before. It's a fun airline. Like in real life or like in the sim? Real life, I'm actually gonna fly them in probably about a month. I think October 2nd is when I'm returning back from Florida. So, oh, it's shaking. That's kind of cool. So I'll be flying them there. We're gonna keep this door closed because this does affect our FPS. And midway with the Fenix, midway with the Fenix, this tends to be FPS heavy. Now, what the heck is going on, huh? It's happening again, isn't it? We should have fueling happening in a second. Well, there go the frames. Absolutely awesome. Let's just get out of here as fast as we can, honestly. I hope the sounds are working too. Okay, sounds are good. Sim sounds are gonna be nice and high. And let's go ahead and punch that song off for a second. I don't know if you saw that second stream of mine yesterday, but I had to cancel my PMG. Was bugging. Park and brake would not work. Same with hydraulics. I have a bug every now and then, like when I'm loading in, if the yoke is like twisted the other way around, I have that where all I do is just like reload the flight. Like I don't even go to main menu. I just press restart. It takes like 5 seconds literally, and that fixes everything. But I did join up for like 15 minutes while my fantasy draft. So sorry for the flight, man, but I mean, that's what happens, right? I mean, nothing's ever gonna work perfectly. I mean, look at this. Like, it's just unacceptable. And again, this is all just like my computer stuff. This is all my computer that just cannot handle this. So we are midway through Sarasota with Tampa's alternative. We are Allegiant 2010 It was supposed to be 910 because that's the flight that operates from Midway to Punta Gorda, because that's an actual real flight. Allegiant does not fly down to Sarasota from Chicago Midway, but Southwest actually does. So 2010 is a call sign that Southwest from Midway to Sarasota operates, because there's just no way I'm gonna, fly down to. We're actually almost boarded up. Is fueling done yet? Fueling is not yet done. Okay, fueling is afterwards. Actually? Oh, we might be done a lot earlier than I thought we would. APU should be on. We'll pop that on, and actually, along with the external power, we'll turn that off. And I don't know if we're done fueling. Are we done fueling? No. Okay, so we're gonna leave the seatbelts off, and with the fuel pumps too. So we're gonna go over here. We're about 70 people loaded. We're gonna resend the load sheet because I did not get that. I'm gonna go in here and just put that in there. We got 118.2 on this side, slash next page, max 0 fuel weight. I'm not sure what this is exactly. It's something 0 fuel weight. 28.9. We'll update that if we need to later. In the tank, we have 16.3 tons of fuel. And for our alternative to Tampa, it should be in our OFP. Cost index is 6, flight level 380, and our alternative is 1.7. 1.7. If we go back to the previous page, we're gonna go cost index 6 and flight level 390. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put in 390 because PXV, this is, it's not too far away. So the reason the flight altitude changes is because if you fly eastbound, your flight level has to be an odd number, and if you're flying westbound, your flight level has to be an even number. This is just for separation purposes. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But what actually happens is, what's it called? So up until PXV, we're going to be flying westbound. So that's why we have that set up. So we're going to put 390 for now. And here's the cool little trick I'm going to do. So let's just get the departure out of the way first. So we're going to take 31 right for now. I don't know what SITA gave us. All it gave us was a direct waypoint, and that's Comiskey. All the Chicago people exactly know who Comiskey is. And if we go to starred, and no, hold on, we're gonna look at the different departures. So the Cicero 4, can that take us to Comiskey? It can. What about the Midway 8? Same thing. So honestly, I have no idea what the difference is. Top altitude 3,000. This one. Same thing here, I think. Yeah, just 3,000. And then 31 right. Climb on 318 to the point that continue to climb to 15,000, and then we'll fly east. So like that, and then the local DME, we'll put a fix in that. What's the radius again? It's 0.07. So we're going to take the Cicero 4 departure. Cicero 4. We'll insert that. And let's take a look at how this goes. So yes, up until this point, this mark should be at the 0.07 fix. So because if we go into Midway, fix info. What's the thing? It is not the Chicago Heights VOR. It is the Midway. No, we actually need a VOR. Where is it? Well, we're done boarding and fueling. Okay, fueling is gonna happen right now. What VOR do they use for this? 7. Okay. I honestly have no idea what VOR they use. Can we just do Midway? Like MDW? Is that a thing? That is not a thing. Okay. So what about IMDW? That actually is. Okay. And the radius is 0.07. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, yeah, 0.7. I just didn't say it correctly. Okay, what about 1? That works. Okay, yeah, so that point is the 0.07. Alright, so fuel truck is in position. And yeah, we'll take 6 report departure. We'll start that. And we're all good on this part, except now what we're going to do is we are going to return out of here. We're going to go with flight plan and skip through here like that. Just cross check any discontinuities up to Comiskey, Karen, Sybil, and then PXV. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna put a restriction of flight level 380. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep ourselves out of 380 with a climb. This should keep us below 380 until we get to PXV, and from there we'll climb up to 390. From 8 Corey is our final waypoint. Sarasota, we're looking at, was it the ILS 32, the Bangs 2, the 8 Corey transition. That looks correct, so we're gonna go ahead and insert that. And one more time, we'll scroll through here. Fueling is not yet done. Fueling is going to happening momentarily, actually. We're here. Past Tampa. Alright. Beautiful. We're going to accept this one. Back out of here. Because we're going to get the final one in a second. Fueling is happening. We're on mode Charlie. Beautiful. And what is the...
Mic check.
I might check as a 4x5. We'll give him a 4x5. For Midway, CTAF is 135.2. And Midway traffic, CTAF is 135.2. We'll go over there. And we'll keep Unicom until we need to. So flight plan is all good. We're going to go over to progress. This is going to be over to KSRQ, Sierra Romeo, Quebec. Over to performance, we can actually go ahead and tap into this right here. Insert the preliminary. The weather is 308. I said 30.08. We'll bump that up here. Top altitude we said was 3,000. That's all good. The frame seems to have fixed themselves, and I literally just jinxed it. 3209, temperature 22 is what we're looking at. We're going to send this over. Flaps 2 up 0.3. Sounds good. Should we actually toga out of here? Because... yeah, you know what? Let's toga out of here at flaps 2. Is that going to do anything? There we go. I like this. So flaps 2 and toga out of Midway. Sounds good. I'm going to do that over here. Flaps to toga, we're going to go 200 knots restriction. And then for secondary, we're going to go ahead and type in Midway twice. This is so we can come back safely. Then in here, we're going to type in 31 right. Arrival 31 right. Back out here. Performance. Scroll through. And 30.09. Temperature 22. And wind 320 at 9, if I am not mistaken. That is correct. I have a good memory. Yay. No. Alright, and we're all set to go. We're just waiting for fueling to wrap up, and we're waiting to get our final numbers from the ground. On wind. I did not get wind in here. Put that on one more time. Alright, we're all loaded up on Volanta. We are all loaded up on VATSIM. So we should be all ready to go as soon as we're done fueling. Loading it right now might be a little late. That's okay, man. I'll try to start it as much as we can. I do have a very, very long pushback procedure. So I do want to start it as soon as I can. So I'm going to flick on the beacon light. Seatbelt sign. I know that's a little unsafe, but okay. And we'll do our pre-departure announcement as soon as they're all done over there, because I can still hear the music. I don't know these, because technically they're just like thinking like that, but no, that's a little ugly on this side. This is actually like a predetermined aircraft. Like you can't actually use those gates. So out of here, we're actually not connected to anything anymore, which is good. How many more pounds of fuel? Oh, we still have A little bit to go. Okay. We'll lock that door. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Allegiant Flight 2010 service down to Sarasota. Flight time today, wheels up, wheels down, gonna be about 2 hours, 11 minutes. And from the time we push to the gate, from the time we push from our gate today in Midway to the time we pull into our gate, it should be about 2 hours, 39 minutes, no more. Could be a little less because we are always about 15 minutes early on average. So do expect about 2 hours, 30 minutes from gate to gate, and about 2 hours, 11 wheels up, wheels down. So flight time today, that was for you, and the weather information in Midway today are pretty calm winds from the northwest, in which direction we are departing. Temperature is about 22 degrees Celsius, pretty cold, about 70 degrees, and altimeter is quite high, so good pressure, good weather for Chicago so far. Then Sarasota, we'll give you guys more weather information once we start the descent, and this moment, please do pay attention to our beautiful flight attendants as they explain the safety features of our Airbus A320. We will be pushing in just a minute or two as soon as the fueling finishes up. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for flying with Allegiant, and enjoy your flight. Welcome aboard. Hey, pro pilot right here. Pro pilot right here. Alright, we got our final load sheet. The fueling is done. We have a beacon light on, and we should be ready to push as soon as it's gonna we're gonna automatically push as soon as it's done. So let's go ahead back to this page and back to this page and cross check everything. 118.2, that's good, and 28.9, correct. We'll accept that. We're gonna go across over here, get exit out of here, and we're gonna look at the performance one more time. We got 10 minutes until we gotta depart. We'll be on time, if not early. So yes, toga flaps to recalculate, send it over one more time. We should be all ready to go, and we are ready for push and start, which is fabulous. On time again, looking for it. Did I put that in wrong? I think I might have put that in wrong a little bit. No, it's good, it's good. Alright. As soon as they're done with that, finishing up, they're driving that part away, they're gonna raise the thing right now, and we're gonna be on our way. Make sure my push to talk is working. And let's check it up on all the audio. So the pilot is on, microphone is on, and okay, sim sounds are up and loud, so everybody should be able to hear the startup. We're gonna start engine number 1 first. Now this is a very long pushback, so let's about 3-4 minutes of pushing. We're gonna push standard on taxiway Tango 3, start box 58. Releasing those parking brakes. There goes the lag. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. We are literally running at 2 FPS right now. Absolutely no idea why. There we are. Kind of fixed itself a little bit. Got Mr. Evan Air loading it as Southwest 2010 at the other terminal right there. We're going to take this camera with us because we do not want to leave it here in Midway. And we're going to peacefully watch the pushback from here. We're going to start engine number 1 first, as we said. But we'll give it a few minutes as we push, because again, this is a very, very long pushback. We're gonna go ahead and start engine number 1. I'm gonna shut up for this one. Starting 1. Almost forgot about the fuel pumps, and these frames are absolutely horrible. I have no idea why. We're gonna let the engine run for about 10 seconds here. We are going to start 2. Alright, good start on 1 and 2. We're gonna go ahead and put the ignition mode back on normal, just to get the packs flowing again. And we set flaps 2 for departure. Alright, now we should be all ready to taxi out. We're going to go ahead and look at our charts. And the 3-1 right is right here, so we're just going to taxi Echo 3 all the way across. We want as much space as we can. Just going along here. We're going to go full left, full right, neutral, full down, full up, neutral. Full right rudder, full left rudder, neutral. Awesome. The flaps 2, the trim was up 0.3, correct? Up 0. I cannot see. I still cannot see. It's like right here. 0.3, like right there. We're going to arm the spoilers and auto brake to max, and we're going to test the config. We're going to go ahead and turn on prediction wish here, which is this one right here. We turn all this on. NTA array comes on. Alright, so taxi lights can come on. When we turn off lights, and AP can come off. Everything else here is good. Midway traffic, Allegiant 2010 text for runway 31 right. Beautiful. Let's get them ready to run. Alright, these midway frames are horrible. Let's get the heck out of here. So, park and brake. Get the heck out of here. Oh no, this is like that one time in O'Hare. This is just like that one time in O'Hare. Here we go. Now the frames are all right. We're going to take this left side because we want as much space as we can. Auto brake max. Did I click medium? Juice them up again. Your wing view's not lag anymore. Good. Alright. And midway traffic illusion 2010 taken out runway 31 right. Auto brake max. Here we go. Now it works. Alright, we're gonna take off. We forgot to start this clock. Nothing bugged. Nope, we're all good. Make sure there's no traffic on final. Nope, we're all good. We're gonna align here. All lights are on. We'll get out of here. 40% on one. Stable. Toga. Eight knots. Here's V1 rotate. Positive rate gear up. We're flying on track. Then 180 the heading. 270, my bad. Flight director. We'll go altitude, autopilot. Downtown Chicago. There it is, happening again. Flex. Go flaps up. Alright, maybe I should just not fly out of Chicago because, like, it is horrible here. Go flaps up. We'll go increase the speed. We'll go direct to Comiskey. Direct to Comiskey. And we'll go up to 15,000. Go ahead, disarm the spoilers. Downtown Chicago Midway out of there. Oh, I didn't realize they modeled this. Goodbye, Chicago. As soon as we get out of here, the frame's definitely going to do a lot better. Encoding overload. That's what it is. There's Oak Brook Mall back there. And off we go to Sarasota. We're going to climb up to 230. And does not look like
Southwest 2010, taxi, going right, midway.
It's 10,000 feet, so we'll pop all the lights off. X out the strobe lights. We're going to slow down our climb pace just to get up to speed. We'll pop the terrain on just because I really like terrain mode. I don't know why. Increase this range all the way up. I like doing that. And this one we'll keep it at 40 for now. Disarm the speed brakes. Like that. Good. We did not forget anything. And go up to 3. Yeah, 390, but 380 because of the PXV restriction. We can there come back the frames.
Midway traffic Southwest 110 is going to be lining up and departing 31 right, Midway.
He's right there right now. It's Mr. Ebanair. Mr. Nave. Depends on Chicago's out of view. And off we go. 2000. We can go ahead and unpin the airport chart. And here we go off, direct to Comiskey. And off we go to Sarasota. We'll put a camera right here. When we get to 180, I'm going to step out for a second. Flat clean spoilers, gear up, auto brake off, parking brake off, and throttle climb. Just making sure I'm walking through all the steps one last time. Keep those seatbelts on until we get to 380. Alright, Mr. Nave's up in the air. And off we both go. Honestly, I didn't even make it that far. One and zero coming up, so we'll flick the what's it called, the barrel. Here we are, and I'll get some music up for us. The 2 hours 11 airtime. And I think we should make good. We should make good on that promise. Alright, we should be up at cruise now by this point. Here we are. Headed to the airport now. Ooh, where you going, man? Sounds like a fun thing to do. Let's cruise for now. We have leveled off at 38,000 feet. Not our final cruise altitude, but will be our cruise altitude for a little bit here. We do have a bit of a restriction, so we'll climb up to 39,000 just momentarily. So thank you for choosing Allegiant, and we'll keep the seatbelts up. We'll turn it back on if we ever hit any turbulence or something happens. We'll let you guys know. And if you're, whenever you're in your seat, just keep your seatbelts fastened just in case of unexpected turbulence. That does happen, by the way. It does 100% happen. So thank you for choosing Allegiant, and enjoy the rest of your flight. Alright, 39,000. The seatbelts will stay off for now. Pretty fluffy clouds, absolutely, man. Yeah, clouds in this game at max settings are amazing. You're going Atlanta to Orlando on a 7.5. Well, that sounds like fun. I was gonna do an O'Hare to Orlando flight today, but I decided not to. Where are you now? I am. The frick is that tracking like that? Here we are. You know what? Here, I'm gonna keep this zoomed out like this. Or that's good. And let me get some music up because I said I was going to do that, and I never did. There we go. Go. You should fly into Flint Bishop Airport sometime. I've been thinking of what flights I could do out of Flint. I was thinking maybe some regional flights. Like I could do like, let me think. Flint Bishop, right? Do you guys have a lot of like Delta CRJs flying in and out? So hold on. Do you guys have a lot of any of these CRJ 700s? Because I can definitely do like Flint to Detroit and back. That would be like a pretty fun. That could be some pretty fun connections. It's a real cool airport. So Flint, Michigan. Flint Bishop. Let's take a look. Ooh, okay. Looks very historic. That's actually pretty cool. Allegiant and Frontier. Frontier too, really. Oh, that's cool. I'm not even gonna lie, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Flint, Michigan during the winter. That would be really, really fun. Like when there's snow, that could be really fun to do. Okay, so you guys do have like American. It's old, like really, really. I can tell. Oh, this is an old picture. This is from 13 years ago. Wow. Here, so I have an idea. So Flint, Michigan, Flint Bishop. Yeah, honestly, this looks really cool. I'm gonna. So Allegiant, American. This is well, this is a regional airport. So what I'm thinking, we could probably do. Hold on. So if we go on. No. This one. Let's take a look. So first of all, so Allegiant, I know it's a very cozy dude. Honestly, all of these regional airports are all so cozy. So actually, Flint, Michigan. Where's that for? Flint is right here. Oh, okay. So Flint Bishop. So let me tell you who would be what a perfect flight of this would be. So Flint, Michigan, to Indianapolis and back on Allegiant Airlines, because Allegiant does do this flight. I think if we can look up Allegiant Airlines, say Indianapolis. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We can click on Indy flights, and it'll show us. I think it should. Departure city Indy. Or no, hold on. From Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so it actually shows a really cool map of like where they fly from Indianapolis. Another cozy airport is New Bern Airport in North Carolina. I'm a bit of a fast typer. Not accurate, but fast. Coastal Carolina Regional. Ooh, that's like... Oh, it's like Wilmington. Okay. I know what it is. Yeah, all the regional airports are always very cozy. So out of Indy, they do go to I didn't even know Allegiant goes to Boston, but that's alright. Austin, Vegas, LA, and they go to Portland. You know what? Honestly, I didn't even know they go to Portland. I thought they would have went to like Eugene or something. So in the South, they do go to Fort Lauderdale. Allegiant's in Fort Lauderdale. Never seen them there. Key West, Punta Gorda. I believe that's Sarasota. I believe that's Sarasota, yep. And Tampa. Okay, Allegiant did not fly to... Oh, St. Petersburg, that's what it is. Orlando, Sanford, West Palm Beach. They do not go to Fort Lauderdale, no way. Jacksonville, Destin, Savannah, Charleston, Myrtle Beach. Okay, I'm aware of all of those. They don't fly anywhere here? No, okay. So what I was thinking, we could probably do... What about... From Flint. Okay, I was thinking... Oh, Knoxville, too. Knoxville and Newark. Okay, so what I was thinking, we could do like a stream where we fly from Flint to Indy and back. Because that would be a pretty cool one, I think. Because Indy, definitely, they have a scenery there for about 20 bucks. I've been looking to buy that. I don't know when I'm going to do that. And for Flint... Somebody have a scenery for that, or... 12 bucks. Oops. My bad. 16. I've been flying the fly-by-wire 320. I figured out how to use the FMC. Dude, so actually... Yeah, so FMC is probably one of the biggest things you want to learn. But trust me, when you get like more advanced aircrafts, it's gonna, like, especially the Phoenix, like, there is so much more functionality with the Phoenix FMC. For example, secondary flight plans. I think, actually, no, hold on. I think fly-by-wire already has that. Secondary flight plans, fuel prediction, actual, like, stars and SIDs and holds. Like, okay, if you want, like, so let me tell you, so Phoenix, actually, real life pilots that I watch say this is a 1-to-1. Like, everything that the real aircraft has, the Phoenix has. So, gonna hop on VATSIM this weekend. Yeah, so the fly-by-wire, definitely a really good beginner plane if you want to start figuring it out. I say go ahead and stick with that for now. But yeah, this is like really, really advanced. Like what I do, the operations that I do, this is like what real airlines do. So I'm up there, but definitely, yeah, good job starting out there. Oh, else has interior. Okay, this is by Fly Too High. Oh, this is by Fly Too. Okay. Oh, Fly 2, that's what it is. Interesting. And this price tag though is a little crazy though. Okay, it's on sale here. We could definitely, and I mean definitely could do like Flint to Indy and back. Loki, that's not a bad idea. Although I'm not sure how much you guys would like to see me keep flying Allegiant, because I've been wanting to go back to Boeing for a while now. I just don't have any good routes to do on Boeing. I do have a San Diego to Denver flight I could want to do, but that's also like pretty long. So maybe going for some short. Again, okay, from now on, Flint to Indy and back, that is on the list. That's actually a very good, here we are right now. Me and, Nave. About a third there. So, yeah, I have a few flights that I would like to do. So, most of them, so the cool thing with this program here, I can actually do, like, real-life operations. So, for example, I have aircraft here, right? For example, everybody here that's currently in Denver, their homes. I have a few aircraft in San Diego that are not at home. So San Diego, I have a 320 that used to be in San Fran. I have a Vegas. No, everyone's in Vegas who they're supposed to be. Salt Lake City. Inside Flint City, they have an old cars on display throughout the airport. I saw that. That looks really cool. So here in Salt Lake City, for example, you got this one who's supposed to be in LaGuardia. I don't know how I'm supposed to get him there. You got this Southwest is supposed to be in Vegas, which actually this is a pretty short flight. I could probably do that on a stream. Maybe next week. Salt Lake City to Vegas. It's an old one too. That's gonna look really, really pretty. Then we also have another 320 supposed to be in O'Hare. We could fly it like to Denver and then to O'Hare. That could be a fun one. And then what else do we have? That's actually it for Salt Lake City. For Oakland, this one's supposed to be in Vegas. Actually, hold on. I could definitely swap out an aircraft or something. And then San Fran, everybody's in San Fran. They're supposed to be. Flint, Michigan used to be a huge car manufacturer back in the day. Yeah, honestly, I think the entire state of Detroit is a really big car thing. Am I right? One plane in Seattle. Minneapolis, we just did this stream a while ago. I do have United, who's supposed to be in Denver. And then also a lot of planes here. So from O'Hare, I have this Spirit flight I want to do down to Orlando. I have this one supposed to go to DC. I gotta get back in the CRJ because like I completely forgot how to fly him, because there's no such thing as autopilot on this thing. This thing is a little piss, all right? Absolutely hates flying with auto throttle. You gotta like manually do everything. Then there's also this one. It's supposed to be Washington Dulles, but I deleted my Dulles scenery because the guys who created the scenery are pirating. So I gotta figure out where to take this plane. Maybe I'll just leave him. Maybe I'll just like leave him here in Chicago. You know what? Yeah. Let's just take his home to Chicago since no one's gonna be in DC. And Detroit, Pontiac, and Flint. Yeah, a lot. I just know Detroit. I just know like in the entire state of Michigan was a really, really big friggin' brain fart. Really big car manufacturers. And then what else? So this Allegiant I'm flying down right now. I'm gonna make. He's actually going home right now to Sarasota. That's the flight I'm doing right now. Then this plane in Charlotte. He has to be in Philly. Never flown into Sarasota, dude. Honestly, like it's so calm. It's so cool. This 7-3 in DC is supposed to be in O'Hare. This Southwest is supposed to be in Midway, and everybody is in Philly. They're supposed to be in Philly. Basically, there's a lot of planes that got to be moved. There's a 321. I'm supposed to be in Unicom. I forgot about that. Is there any ATC that I'm missing? I just wanna make sure I'm not. We're huge for GM, Chrysler, and Ford making. I think Ford is the original. Wasn't there like a story? I'm supposed to be actually on Memphis Center. Memphis Center is on 13255. 13255. So originally I think when the first two cars, the first ever cars that were made in the US, the only like two cars in the US, like 1880. Yeah, from 1985 on. Oh yeah, here we go. So I think this is real. From 1895. The only two cars in Ohio somehow ended up crashing together. That's really all it shows me until it asks me for money. Yeah, no thank you. So yeah, so this plane's supposed to be back in Charlotte. It's in Boston right now. I don't have anybody in Boston. I actually don't have a single JetBlue aircraft in my fleet. So I do have quite some work to do with JetBlue because I could put most of them in like JFK. I do have a plane in JFK. I gotta put a lot of them in Boston, and I could put a few of them in like Fort Lauderdale because that's where they mostly are. I could put a few JetBlues in Fort Lauderdale, Boston, New York. No, probably not in LA because there's no way I'm gonna be doing 5-hour flights. Basically, I have a lot of work to do moving these planes around, so you know, gonna have a whole lot of fun. Got a whole lot of potential flights planned for the school year. We're made in Detroit. Are those floor pedals on the floor? The foot pedals on the floor? These ones? I actually have real rudder pedals down below me. I'm not gonna move them too much because then it'll disconnect the autopilot. But yeah, I actually do have real pedals. So this is your footrest right here. But oh wait, on the cars. Hold on. I think we're talking about the cars, right? Oh, yeah, okay, it was the car. Hold on. We should do that. I don't know, are they? Because, like... No, I really do think they might be elevated, actually. I do think they're elevated a little bit. It's like... I can't tell who's driving. Those ones, what are they for? Oh, they're rudder pedals. So, this is your footrest, so you can put your thing there. That's meant for center. Tell me to get on the frequency. I'm already on. And meant for center, Allegiant 2010, flight level 390. What's the 255 right frequency? No, I didn't even switch over. And Allegiant 2010, flight level 390.
Place 2010, that's center radar contact. Good afternoon.
There we go. Pedals inside the cockpit. So yeah, so footrests, and then these, they control the rudder. So this little thing back here, there we go. Yeah, I moved them, but I disconnect the autopilot. So let's not do that, all right? The only thing that I don't have, so the way the aircraft steers is the tiller, but since I don't have a physical tiller, I use the rudder pedals, which is unrealistic. If you look at like real pilots who fly in the simulator, they actually have, for some reason you can actually do this. I don't know why I can. If you look at real pilots, they actually have like tillers they can buy for like $300, but there's no way I'm gonna do that. So rudder pedals, they are only used for like crosswind correction. When you know how if you watch like a plane land sideways, holding the throttles down for crosswind correction, or whenever you're like taking off at high speeds, right, where the tiller wouldn't work, so you need to do very small adjustments. For example, like when you're rolling down, or you know, rolling down the runway, so you can keep center line. They're not used for taxi, unless you're at a very small airplane. It's usually the tiller that's used for taxi. But since I'm not gonna pay $300 for a small little thing like this, I'd rather just use the rudder pedals. Not that everybody else does it. And also the cool thing is for manual brakes, instead of just activating the parking brake over and over again, you can slightly tap them and they like go down like this, and that's foot brakes. So it's really cool. They can do that. We're over at hit, man, actually already. I got scared for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
2010, Memphis, Roger, radar contact. Good afternoon.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on here. Any other questions, I'm gonna answer them as best as I can. Got it. Nice. All right.
Good afternoon, Memphis Center. Eastern 490 is reporting in from the northwest at flight level 230 and approximately 50 miles from Fort Smith.
Eastern 490 Memphis Center, Roger, radar contact. Good afternoon.
Bro, they didn't even realize we're both 2010. Yeah, so I took the Southwest call sign. 2010 this flight in real life, that's why I have it. Yeah, I didn't want to, so realistically, Allegiant does not fly into Sarasota from Midway. The closest that it does fly is to Punta Gorda. And that flight is the Allegiant 910. I didn't want to do that, so I just took the Southwest call sign. He should have told us, like, similar call sign on frequency warning. But I think we should figure out, because Southwest and Allegiant sound pretty different, you know what I mean? So I don't think we're gonna have a mix-up.
Center, good afternoon. Drzewiecki 6, Michigan Kilo, ready to taxi.
JetBlue 1806, Roger, you said you're looking for a 2 left?
You get 2 left, yes sir.
Hey, JetBlue 1806, Roger, runway 2 left. Taxi via Lima Bravo 1. And you can cross runway 31 at Bravo.
Maybe.
Bravo.
So when that's approved, just report when you're back up. Memphis today, Southwest 374 with you 260. Southwest 374, Memphis Center, Roger, radar contact. Good afternoon. JetBlue 1806, winds variable, light and variable. Fly runway heading, runway 2 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 2 left, clear for takeoff, 1806, fly runway heading.
And Memphis Center, Delta 4391, thanks for the help.
Jetway Deep 06, your radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 230, clear direct Oscar.
230, direct Oscar, 1806.
And Delta 4391, I got you loud and clear, thank you.
Memphis Center, good day. Southwest 1227, flight level 230, 15 miles from Guma, Ryman to arrival. I believe we have information queue on board.
South 1227, Memphis Center, roger. Descend via the Ryman to arrival, landing north. The Nashville altimeter 3016.
Continue on the Ryman to arrival, landing north. Nashville altimeter is 3016, Southwest 1227.
Southwest 1227, you can expect runway 2 left.
Expecting runway 2 left for Southwest 1227.
Allegiant 2010, you're leaving my airspace, and Atlanta is offline. You can change to Unicom. Have a good flight.
Hey, have a good one as well. Allegiant 2010 over to Unicom. I'm getting close to biting the bullet on the new CPU. Really? Does it feel any better? How does it perform? Hold on, you are getting a little close. Hold on. What Mach are you? Because I'm at 0.764. You're going a lot faster. Hold on, maybe I'll speed up a little bit. I can't change that, you serious? Yeah, maybe slow down a little there. Thinking about getting the R5 9600X. Honestly, if it's like, wait, hold on. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, honestly, on the jerseys, whatever. No, hold on the CPU, whatever you think is the way to go, you go ahead and do that, honestly, because I don't want to. I don't want to persuade you to do anything you don't want to do. Huh? Yes. I'm gonna stop the music for a second. Okay, so tower descent. Coming up a little bit. We just have to keep watching. What the heck has happened? What the frick? And why are we climbing? Alright, what the hell just happened, bro? Alright, we should be good now. Hello from Valencia. Yo, that's a far away. What's up, man? Thanks for joining, Sergio. We're just about to begin our descent into what's it called again? Sarasota. That's what it is. Alright, so 1832 right now, and top of descent is 1842. So 10 minutes to top of descent. Alright, so top of the descent coming up in about 5 minutes. Alright, I'll be right back. Moment. That was like the shortest break I've ever actually took because like I'm back already, you know, so back in the cockpit. Alright, so from 39,000 feet. Sorry, but I don't speak English. I have to translate with Google. That's alright, man. Let me help you out. Listen to this. How's that? I hope this works really. Alright. That seems good. Alright, so top of the tent. This is beautiful, beautiful Florida here. Finally in view. So initially we're going to be going down to, let's actually open up the chart so we can actually see. So into Sarasota. Can't wait to move to Florida. Oh, that sounds like fun. My parents have been building a house there for a while now, so that's been like the talk of my family for a long time. Preferably, I'd like to stay in Chicago. Like, the weather there is absolutely amazing, but the weather here, honestly, it's not even weather, honestly. Like, it's just the culture. I really, really like Chicago culture. I've embraced the Italian beef, no ketchup on hot dog, deep dish pizza type style culture. That's what I've really embraced. Nothing wrong with Florida. I'd go to vacation there every single year. But, like, I like my life up here, man. It's just so much nice. Alright, so coming in, any restrictions? I think they were saying, like, cross bangs at 13,000. So we'll go down to 13,000 then. Alright, so we're going to pick up our pace right over here. And we're going to make an announcement real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, all aboard Allegiant Flight 2010. We started our descent into Sarasota. It's going to be about 30-35 minutes till we're down on the ground. We do have to fly past the airport and turn around because they are landing. Because all the departures and takeoffs are happening in our face right now, so we do have to fly down to the other side of the airport and quickly fly around. It's called a downwind there, and everybody on the right hand side is going to see the beautiful airport on the right hand side of the airport as we land facing north. So seatbelts are going to stay on for the rest of the flight. They're not going to be popped up. We had a bit of an incident there a few minutes ago, but got it all under control. Flight attendants will be not passing through the cabin with trash bags. If you guys have any waste to throw away, now's the time to do so. But thank you for choosing Allegiant, and an early welcome to Sarasota. Again, 35 minutes left. Thank you. I'll make such a good pilot. There's the idle thrust. Alright, so down to 13,000. Let's go ahead and look at the weather information. So we're going to go over to performance. We're going to go over to approach. So, ILS 32 is what they're looking at. If we look over at the wind really, really quickly, we can confirm, where's the wind coming from? Wind is coming from 260, which does favor that runway. We're going to have a crosswind coming in, but that's really the only option we have, runway 32. So coming in this way. Oh, they changed a few features. And you can actually, ooh, that's fun. And then also you can delete them. Oh, would you look at that? Finally, they added this useful little feature of deleting everything on your screen. Awesome. So we're gonna be coming in like this. Touchdown, probably somewhere over here if we think about it. And if we look at the weather, we needed the weather information. That's what we needed. So we'll refresh the METAR, paste that in here. We'll go medium auto brake just because it's a short runway of about, how long is it? Yeah, runway 32, right? We're looking at 6.4. We're at 7.2, so we're gonna lose about 800. So we're going to put minus 800, so 124.6. 124.6 is how much weight we're gonna lose. What I did there, why is it in meters? Why is it in meters? Where? Sim settings. No, hold on. No, not this. Not this. Controls, cabin announcements, units. Why the frick does it keep switching back? We're gonna go back over here. So what I did for this is how much fuel we currently have on board. about 7,200 pounds. This is how much fuel we're gonna have by the time the estimated fuel on something. Estimated fuel on board by the time we get to this destination, which is the airport. So 6.4 and 7.2, that's an 800 pound difference. So we're gonna lose about 800 pounds from our gross weight. So 125.4 minus 800 is 124.6, and that's gonna be our landing weight. So we put it in here. We're gonna use up about half the runway. What if we use low? No, we'll use medium on our brake at max reverse thrust, and we are going to stop. If we, ooh, that's interesting. So if we stop, so if we do it right here, we'll probably stop around this area here. So if anything, we'll exit off here if we can, or even here, and we'll just take Alpha all the way down. And I believe Allegiant parks at some of these gates, so we'll go ahead and just park it like the very, very tip here, which is pretty straightforward. And I keep clicking the wrong thing, and good to know. Then from Banks 2, the Banks 2 is going to take us right here about Murder at 2,000, 228, and we'll go ahead and just fly direct to the center line. And I'll show you guys how to do that once we approach it. You can, like, if there's like a path like going like this, you can like draw out a little center line. That way you don't accidentally fly direct to that first waypoint. You can just like keep flying until you hit the little center line, so you can actually intercept the den. There's a really cool little niche that you can do. I'm gonna turn off the music just because it gets getting annoying, so I'm gonna do that for now. And actually, no, sorry, for the rest of the stream. So we are gonna go ahead over here and look at our approach. So ILS minimums is 227, so we're gonna put that in there. 227 the minimums, and we need the information as well. So weather, just continue updating that. 30.04, and then 260 at 8. 260 at 8. Temperature was 31, and 30.04 is the altimeter. So then there 323,000. Now I'm gonna open up all of my windows back up because I kind of need them. Mr. Captain Canada is arriving into Orlando at the moment. He is live on stream. He's got a conga line with him. And surprisingly, there's actually like a good amount of traffic in and around Sarasota. So you have there's a Delta 320 Neo gonna be departing to Green Bay very soon. He's already pre-filed, and then me and Evan are approaching. So that's all good over here. 3004, we gotta remember that. Then next on the descent, if we look back on the approach charts, not here, the star charts. Fivdo doesn't give us an altitude by Fivdo. So we'll just go down to 2,000, I guess. Yeah, we'll just do that. Alright, so we're gonna go more drag on here. And 30.4 is our altimeter. Orlando Center and Orlando approach hop down just because Captain Canada's arriving there. Sending through 14,000. No, Leisure 2010. Evan, you might want to slow down a little bit because I think I might have slowed down a little too much. He's like right behind me somewhere. Oh no, there he is. Oh, he's high above me, okay. Yeah, we gotta watch our speed here as we're coming down because Yeah, he is there. He is behind us, but only by a little bit. Oh, he's right there. You know what? We're gonna be a little fast in our approach here. What frequency is he on? Does he even hear me? I saw those 2010. So it was 2010.
Yo.
I just wanted to let you know that you're like right above me, so maybe let's keep a little separation there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin around real quick so this LinkedIn.
Don't even bother. Just like stay on the bottom of that of the little purple speed restriction real quickly.
Roger.
Slowing down and I'm pretty high, so I might spin around. Okay, so if you're too high, then you do whatever. But I actually, honestly, I think you should still make it. I think it should be good, as long as we keep separation here. I think that's the biggest thing here. All right, 2000. This is gonna be Tampa right here. Wait, hold on, where? Oh, there's Tampa International right there. There's a cloud over it. Then St. Petersburg, interestingly enough. I'm at 210. What's 210? 210 knots. Jeez, I think. Yeah, keep it. Alright, keep it that for like 3 minutes and then we should be good. Just so we, have a little separation. Where is he? Is he ahead of me or is he behind me now? Oh, he's a little behind. Okay, I'm speeding ahead a little bit. Where is he? Little sucker. Here he is. Let's go say hi. Yeah, just making sure we have good separation, No idea how I even caught up. Yeah, no, I think it was me because I was kind of slow on cruise. You had a very high cruise speed, like the whole flight. And then when I slowed down, I had a little bit of a weird thing going on. Like when I don't know if you saw, I had a bit of a flip out for some reason, and I think I might have slowed down to regular speed after that. And you were in general just like a little faster than me. That's why I think I caught up. I think the winds are favoring 1-4. I could be wrong though. What runway are we planning? I was planning for 3-2. Lights are coming on because we are below 10,000. I don't think runway 1-4 is in use. Oh wow, we flew a lot. Alright, separation seems good for now. Runway 1-4. Let me actually go ahead and check the winds. Because what? Where are the winds at right now? Winds 250. No, it'd still be favoring 3-2, just by a little bit. It would be a crosswind, but it was still favoring 3-2, so that's what I'm set up for. Alright, so flying past Tampa over there. This is Tampa Bay. The airport is right there. There's the airport. This is St. Petersburg over there, and somewhere is the little island that I used to vacation on. What's it called? Treasure Island. It is this one right here. This is Treasure Island. This is where I used to vacation here when I was little. It's a really cool little place called Treasure Island. It's like a hotel like right across the street. It's like a motel. I have 3-2 planned. Alright, yeah, I do too. That's what I'm looking for. So 2,000 feet. We're looking at 2,000 by here. There we go. Alright, so all of the lights are there's no ETC coming in here, so unfortunately it's just gonna be like that. So the CTAF for Sarasota, we should probably look that up. CTAF for Sarasota, if they even have one, is 120.1. So I'm gonna switch over to 120.1. 120.1 the CTAF. Now active. Something happened. Everything is fine. Yep, everything's okay. Captain has a clear for landing. All right, Evan, you should be good for slowing down. I think you're more than good. I'm not sure if the stream is buffering. It should be good. I hope it's not buffering for you guys. So here is Sarasota for everybody. Beautiful airport. Right there. We have to turn on medium auto brake. Medium auto brake. We're gonna go spoilers. Like this. Lights are all on. Here we go. Alright, good. We're still recording. Airport on our 2 o'clock. There's downtown Sarasota. Oh, cool. We're gonna have like a San Diego type approach. Cause I forgot I have a flight sent out to you, a little scenery for Sarasota, just for downtown. That's it. It's free. I'm not paying money for one little city that nobody even knows about. Alright, so 5,000 feet. We're gonna look for that ILS soon. We're just gonna get down to 10,000 or 2,000. My bad. We're gonna zoom in all the way over here. We're not gonna use this map anymore. And the runway heading is 319. So 319. Am I wrong?
So the traffic Southwest 2010 is 7 nautical miles from Fivdo. At Fivdo, we're going to enter a downwind runway 32, Sarasota.
We're gonna do. We need the radio from the other side. 319 is 139. Going down to 2,000. There's the airport on our 3 o'clock now. We're gonna start bringing out those flaps. So for taxi, again, it's just Alpha all the way over here. And what gate are we gonna take? Let's figure out what gate to take. Alright, so how it looks like they actually take the ramps over here, and I don't know if we have ramps that I can take, and I'm opening up all the wrong windows. We're gonna go ahead and start dropping flaps. So flaps 1. Shut up. Shut up, will ya? We're gonna
Sarasota traffic.
bring the sounds up.
10 is downwind for the ILS 32, Sarasota.
We're gonna fly 185 for now, or 180. Why not? Yeah, so Allegiant does take the ramps. This is the Alpha 3, Alpha 2, Alpha 1. Okay. So here's the right hand turn. So we're gonna go direct to Ringy, I guess. 139. That's gonna work. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There's our course. We're gonna go flaps Actually, no, we're gonna keep it like that for now. Heading track is 139 is what we want. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that speed. We're gonna go. This is just a bit of a rounding here. Sarasota traffic, Allegiant 2, sorry, Allegiant 20, and turning base runway 32. We got the auto brake, we got the lights. 139 is the heading. We're gonna go flaps 2. And then looking at this right here, our go around altitude is 3,000 on runway heading. Okay. Runway heading is 319. That's what I was looking for. 319. Going to go ahead and actually select speed for now. Because we did slow down dramatically. Auto brakes are armed. I'm actually gonna go ahead and go up to 170. Here we go. Again, lights are all on. Flaps, spoilers. Signs are also on, which is good. Bing bong. There we go. We're about. How far out are we? About 12 miles out. We'll drop gear and go to landing speed at Ringy. We're gonna go ahead and keep at this heading and speed until we pick up the ILS. We're gonna arm approach mode. We have the localizer in sight, and that is now captured. There's downtown Sarasota loading in there, and the glide slope should be coming in a second as well. Again, a little windy because we do have a crosswind coming in. Well, almost a crosswind actually. Localizer and glide slope coming up in just a second here as well.
Sarasota traffic, Southwest 2010 is doing a right turn base for 32 Sarasota.
Go. We do have that Delta who was supposed to depart out of Sarasota, but he hasn't gone anywhere yet. All right, so 3,000. We got glide slope, so we're gonna go 3,000 for go around. At Ringy, gear down. Flaps 3. We'll go landing speed. Light tendencies for landing. Go now. All zoomed in. Flaps full. That speed's coming down. Again, 3,000 on go around runway heading. And we'll go full nav. Flight recorder. Bring out the flight recorder. We'll start the recording here. Alright, so flaps are full. Landing speed. Lights on. Flaps full. Gear down. Auto brake armed. Auto brake armed. Spoilers armed. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot and my airplane.
1
Downtown Sarasota. All of its hotels. That's a lag spike. Beautiful, thank you. Oh, I love lag spikes. We're gonna restart the recording just so we can have a good one. We're gonna leave auto throttle on here. Just land it like this. Get back on that glide slope. I do want to stay on the glide slope.
500.
Stable. A little to the right. Readjust here.
Above.
100 above minimums.
Minimum.
Continue. Shut up.
Flight slow.
Looking good here.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 10.
Clearer. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's good. That's actually finally a good landing. There's reversers. Well, the nose wheel come down softly. Keep center line. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sarasota. That was actually a good landing. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we would have made this turn, but apparently not.
Sarasota traffic, southwest 2010, short and final 32, Sarasota.
Yeah, well, he has to. I gotta get off the runway as soon as I can. So we're gonna stop this clock, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sarasota. We're gonna start that APU. That was actually a very good landing. I'm surprised. We're gonna get that started. Lights come off. Taxi lights only. Runway turn off lights stay on, and strobes come on auto while we're not taking off. TARA comes off. Predictive windshield comes off, and man scan comes off. Make our left turn vacate here. Go. Tax information. This is alpha, so we'll take alpha all the way down. Here we go. Look at that. It looked like I was over, but nope, I was not over. Flaps up. Clear up those flaps. And he is short final, so let's see if we can catch him landing. Oh yeah, we're about to catch him. Take a look. Flare. Look good. Give him that juice. We'll stop the recording. Keep that line here. I think he should be able to exit over here. Yeah, he is going to exit here. Exit right behind us. Beautiful. We all made it here in time. That was an absolute perfect landing, I think. That was like almost perfect. Alright, so crossing the runway. Sarasota traffic illusion 2010 crossing runway runway 4. Strobe lights come on. Temporarily. And strobe light come off. And not back on auto, but completely off. And then for gate, we're looking at alpha 1, 2, and 3. This illusion apparently uses ramps. Gate 1, 2, and 3. Is some of these? Slower down here as we coming into the ramp. Southeast parking. Southeast. We gotta get one of these, right? Let's take a look as I'm gonna stop right here.
And Sarasota track, southwest 2010, crossing 4, Sarasota.
We're gonna stop her right here. Parking brake. Alright, let's figure out which gate is which. Okay, so the ramp completely does not even exist. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go for gates then. I guess we're gonna go for Bravo 3. Actually, no, hold on. We'll go for Bravo 1 is what we're gonna go for. Or, that's for Bravo 3. So Bravo 3 is what we're gonna go for. I think Bravo 5 is what you're gonna take. Bravo 3. Juicer up. Bravo 3 is this one right here. So we are on the ramp. Lights come off completely. This is Bravo 3 right here. So we're gonna casually line her up here. Lower down as we get closer and get back on center line. Here we go. Slow her down even more. On center. Little to right. Here we go. That's good enough. Parking brake. We'll go engine 1, engine 2. And AP bleed. Seatbelts and beacon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to Sarasota. We're gonna get the fuel pumps off. We're trying to get it on external power as well. No, screw it. We're not going external power. They want us to open the doors for some reason. We're gonna stop this clock right here. Actually, give it a few minutes. Let's check all the doors they want me to open. They're all open. It is pulling in next to us is Bravo 7, I believe he's pulling into. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stop our flight and check what rating was. So here we go. So out of here, actually a very smooth motion today. Cute little turnaround. Good departure, pretty straight. 270 and a smooth turn back here. The only weird thing we had was this little hiccup here. I don't know what the hell happened. Then the good arrival, the really cool turn base. Yeah, turn into base. The amazing landing and the parking right here. So, what did we get when we end the flight? What did we end up getting? We got a 128. Acceptable. That's good. That's amazing. That's amazing. Actually, for Airbus, that's low-key pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. A 128 for an Airbus landing is actually really good. So, Evan, the trick is to do a little pre-flare, like right as you're coming in, like about 100 feet, kind of start pitching. So when you're coming down, like right towards the center line, right towards the little touchdown markers, right at about 100 or so, or right in between 150, you kind of flare initially a little bit, and then a bigger flare once you're actually retard the throttle. So awesome. Negative 120. We're gonna rewatch that landing in a few minutes. Once everybody deplanes, we're gonna close up Volanta. And we'll check up our time. So we'll stop that clock. I know this clock is a little late, but 2 hours 16 minutes air time. We were supposed to be 2 hours 11. That doesn't really matter. What does matter is block time. So we were supposed to be 2 hours 39. We were 2 hours 24. Add 5 minutes because we forgot to turn on the clock when we started pushing. So good. We're about 10 minutes early. Absolutely amazing. 10 minutes on time doesn't really matter. We're gonna go ahead, turn all the APU off and stuff like that. This comes off. All this actually is already off, so it's good. So, negative 189. Not bad, though. So, this is Navy got 189. Nay, we got her down pretty rough. A negative 189 is actually not too bad, though. Like, that's pretty good. I mean, I've done, like, absolutely better on the thing, I've done negative 22 before, but like 100% negative 189, like looking at what you've been doing recently, definitely good. For you. Alright, so let me set up a camera view. I got lag here is actually completely non-existent. What does it look like from here? Because I've only flown in here at night before. Oh, and the one time on stream, yeah. Alright, well the jetway does not exist again. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what's it called? Sarasota. I keep forgetting the name. I don't know why. While we're deplaning and we're waiting, we're getting the replay ready. Replays. I'm gonna disconnect from VATSIM. Good flight. Thank you so much for joining up, Evan. Definitely appreciate it. It's, absolutely love it when you guys do that. It seems like boarding has finished up. Boarding complete, perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop back into the cockpit. We're gonna turn on ready, activate, go flaps full for that. Auto brake medium comes on. Alright, let's check up on all the lights. Lights. Seat belts. With that. Alright, all set to go. Let's go ahead and do replay. And we'll watch from outside first. I'm seriously about to run this Best Buy and buy a new CPU. Dude, honestly, just know what you're getting, alright? Because, believe me, CPU is a pretty big upgrade, and if you don't know what you're getting exactly, then don't do it. So just know exactly what you're getting, basically, is what I'm saying. Make sure there's no bottleneck with your GPU. And also, you already have an AMD CPU, so I was thinking maybe like motherboard was a change, but nah, you're good. Let's take a look at this negative 128 landing. Let us take a look. Oh, that's absolutely amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Good flare. Good pre-flare. Good regular flare. That was so juicy. Let's take a look from this view. With downtown Sarasota in the background. We'll go inside. From right there. Because this was an absolute perfect landing. I think. An absolute perfect landing. There's a pre-flare. And then the regular flare. Oh yeah, that's how an Airbus is supposed to come down. That's how an Airbus is supposed to come down. If it just wasn't so freaking laggy all the time. Alright, bring it back. Actually, hold on. So here's the point of touchdown, right? We'll do this. Here's what we're gonna do with this camera. With this camera, we're gonna place her like this. So we'll go ahead and center it up. Activate that. We'll do that, and we'll place her right here on this taxiway. Oh yeah, Hold on, now let's take a look. See what happens when I bring it back. Might have to bring her a little closer here. Yeah, like right here. Oh, it's gonna look juicy. Oh yeah. Alright, we'll bring it back out here. We'll leave this camera to be for now. Rearm those, and we'll start taking a look at these views. Take a look from this one first. Also, I found out there's a really cool like eye tracking software you can use with the camera on Steam. So I might try the free trial, and if it's worth it, I might just buy it for $30 because eye track is something the head track is something I really wanted to get. And I mean, with my camera so far away, like what is it? Like, probably a good like 4 feet away. It would be a lot easier to track my head than my eyes. There we go. I think we were coming down a little slow, although pretty good in the markings though. Oh, that's amazing. That was amazing. Absolute perfect touchdown. I think that was like literally my best Airbus touchdown so far. Bring it back not too far out. Close enough. We'll watch it from over here. Dude, that literally looks like a butter. I'm not even gonna lie. That actually looks like a butter. Yeah, that nose wheel touchdown was harsh though. Okay, the parking brake is like that. Here we go. From this view, maybe? Oh, yeah, it's gonna look really juicy right here. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, three more wing views, and we'll get everybody out of here. We'll go from this wing view next. Should we go this side or that side? You know what? Here, we'll do this first, or yeah, we'll do this side first. Now I'm starting to wonder. No, we weren't coming in too high because the runway threshold begins all the way out there, technically. Oh, that was amazing. And every single time I'm gonna look at that, it looks so good. Bring her out. That. I'll do this camera. You can even hear her in the cockpit. Okay, so the farther back you go, the better the landing looks. Alright, we'll bring her out. What's it called? So cameraless and musicless. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this view for musicless. So we'll bring her way out here. We're gonna pause the music and we're gonna go back in here real quick, and we're gonna turn off our camera as well. That's for the cameraless view. That looks good. Alright, we'll bring her out for the outside. And we'll start saying goodbye to a lot of you guys. Like, just like that. Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining up. Everybody, at any point, quite a ride. Actually, the flight itself was pretty uneventful, I guess, at one time. But thank everybody for joining up for even a little bit. Absolutely appreciate everybody who does so. And I mean, next stream, we're most likely gonna go back to Boeing for the next stream because this is getting a little too ridiculous. So, Boeing next time, 100%. But, oh my, let's look at this landing. Oh, it timed up with a song perfectly too. Alright, bring it back one more time for you guys. And we will take her back out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys all next week or whenever the next time is. Thank you for joining up. Yeah. Hell no, I'm not ending off on that. No, nuh-uh. Take it back, take it back, take it back. That was, I don't know what the heck. That was shit. Like right here, yeah. No idea what the hell was that. Alright. See you.